G's, 4G's, yeah. 4G's, 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 let's go. 4G's, 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 look. Full syndication, full elevation, all generations, we already made it. 4G's, 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 yeah. 4G's, 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 let's go. 4G's, 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 look. Full syndication, full elevation, all generations, we already made it. We got Shot, Dot, Malcolm, Chris the King, plus the Doc. You know that's like 4G's. Sports Mind. Real world, real problems, real news, real sports. We gon' let you know right here on 4G's. 4G's.
Get it together. Get it together. Oh, here we go.
Welcome to another episode. All right. As you can tell, this is already an out of control show, okay? Welcome to 4G. Welcome to 4G Sports, all right? As before we even get started, hit the subscribe button. Hit that bell like Doc always says over there, all right? And this episode of 4G Sports is always brought to you by My Cozy Creations and Daphne Cozy. Explain this one later. We'll explain it later, all right? But I'm the OG.
I'm the king.
You know what it is? You got the Doc.
There we go. All right. We did the Cardinals, so now, King, it's your turn. Let's talk about your Browns and what you think they're going to do in the draft, or should do in the draft.
First and foremost, I want to thank both of y'all because we beat y'all, Cowboys, right? Cardinals didn't want that smoke. But I think what we should do, and I know they're not going to do it, get rid of Odell Beckham.
Ooh.
Save a lot of money. I think we played better without him, honestly. Work on that O-line to protect Baker. Maybe find a good steal in the draft or a seasoned veteran slot receiver to compensate Landry. But you got to have a line to protect Baker because he was running for his life quite often. And I know our division is not really a easy division when it comes to getting chased down, you know, and now the jury is out on the Browns, and they know that if they can get to Baker, they're going to cause the Browns some problems. Chubb is a good running back. Landry's a good receiver. I think it was Hopper, our tight end. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And our safeties and DBs couldn't stay healthy throughout the year, so maybe some backups for those guys, some veterans for the secondary. But I will get rid of Odell and find another seasoned receiver that doesn't demand the ball and will play his role. Got to play your role, because I think when you're trying to force feed OBJ, it causes a lot of turnovers, and we don't need another diva because we're on a good path right now, being over 500 and making the playoffs for the first time in 30 years.
Yeah,
you really should take away the I don't want to call him a cancer, but you should take away. He didn't really get us there. You know, he has some spurts in certain games, but Chubb, you got to protect Chubb. You lose Chubb or you lose Hunt, that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be super tough.
Where are you picking?
Yeah,
our record.
No, yeah. Where are you picking in the draft? What position? Are you?
I think we got to be in the 20s, bro.
Like 26, I think, something like that.
It's far down, yeah. So okay. If we get an O-lineman, a decent O-lineman, or someone from Wisconsin, usually. Ohio State, somewhere where it's cold, you know, because you're gonna be playing some cold weather nonstop. So get an O-line guy. Got to protect Baker. Got to protect him.
Well, speaking of Baker, where I know your stance in the past on Baker, have you changed that stance at all? Are you
boo-boo?
Okay.
Boo-boo.
All right. Okie doke. Yeah, that is. Scratch. Hey,
I'm sorry.
scratch the invite to Baker Mayfield off the show.
No, man.
I'm sorry. It's
I
just
mean,
funny to
no.
hear a grown man say boo boo. I'm sorry.
He's boo boo. He's boo boo. They won't. If they give him a long-term contract, I'll be surprised. He better if he makes the
Oh wow.
second round of the playoffs, then they'll probably keep him long-term. If he has a suspect year, and then he'll be on the chopping block because Cleveland has zero tolerance for bad quarterbacks. As you can see, we've had 50 of them in the past 14 years.
Well, you don't have a zero tolerance on drafting bad quarterbacks, I guess.
That too.
God.
That too.
All right. Well, all right, King. Thanks a lot for that. Odell Beckham out, and your quarterback is Boo Boo.
Boo
Okay.
boo.
All right. On that note, guess
Okay.
what time it is?
What time is it?
It's Doc's Trivia Corner. It's Doc's Trivia Corner. Let's go, Doc's Trivia Corner.
Let's get it.
I'm gonna start doing it like that. That's how we gonna do it.
I like the
that.
hype. I like the hype. You just keep saying boo boo over there. All right. Our trivia question from last week was, what was the first NCAA basketball team to win 100 games in a row? We had 4 selections, but it also could be men or women. What say you?
When you said that, I was going with UCLA at first, but then when you said men and women, UConn.
It is
UConn all the
indeed.
way.
It is indeed UConn. They went, what was it, like 5 seasons, not losing a game. I mean, that's ridiculous. So shout out, shout out to that program. They're gonna be in it again. You know again. But when you're great, that's what it is. UConn for the answer. Thank you all for playing on that one. The next question is, I'm gonna switch it up.
All right.
It's a bowling question.
Oh, in my wheelhouse. Let's go.
There we go. What do you call it when a player makes 3 strikes in a row or 3 back-to-back-to-back strikes? Is it a three-peat? And only Lakers and Bulls fans will know anything about that, I guess. Is it a flanker? No, King, it's not a boo-boo. Is it a turkey? Or is it a triple X? Answer the question correctly in the Premier chat to win a prize. Could be a mask, could be a shirt. You don't know what it is, man. I think we need some 4G Scullies. That would be dope.
Okay.
And play Doc's Trivia Corner also on our social media platforms.
Yes, sir.
Hey, real quick, 3 gutters would be a boo boo. You boo boo.
I thought
boo boo.
I thought that was called a King Chris.
Oh.
That's it. The 3 of us were hitting the lanes. Go ahead, moving on.
All right. Okay. All right. You don't want that. I think we have a guest today, gentlemen. I think we have a guest.
All right, let's get it.
And
Hey,
there she is. What's going on, Coach Dawn?
How you guys doing?
All right, give us a little background about yourself, real quick, please.
I was born and raised in Caldwell, Idaho. You may want to check the map, see where that's at, because it's not
Google that.
Place. It's very not a known place. So, I ended up in Arizona because I was active duty with Luke Air Force Base, and I've never left. So that's how I ended up in Arizona.
No doubt.
Played basketball all my life, and 4 kids, a wife, just bought my house.
Okay.
You know, all the good stuff.
Yeah, living the dream.
Yes, definitely.
All right, King. let's get right into it.
Oh boy, what's up?
Hey, I don't listen now. I heard about the whole 3 gutter situation, so be nice.
See, they started that though. I didn't start that. So, being that you're coaching now, who do you mirror your coaching style after?
To be honest, Coach Carter. I know it's
The
like
movie?
yes.
Okay.
And I think, and I'm just being honest because that movie has a lot of situations that these kids deal with nowadays. So the discipline definitely has to come into place. The motivation, the academic part, I'm definitely strict on that. And then a little bit of Pat Summitt. Like, I'm a big quote person. Definitely learned a lot from her coming from, they gave her the program when she was like 22 years old or whatever it is. And she had like 4 players. So she made a legacy out of nothing. And I think that's what I strive for.
Okay.
Very nice.
Okay. I tell you what, that answer gave me an idea on some topics going into the future for us, with the, movie coaching, favorite movie coach, right?
Okay.
And that sounds a little bit silly, but the way he runs his practices and how he treats those kids, that's what these kids need nowadays. Like that
was it's based off a real coach anyway. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
How else are you going to get exposure to that level? That's like for me, Coach Harmon Boone, right?
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, in coaching, what is your ultimate dream coaching situation? Like, are you looking to go coach on the professional level, or what's your goals moving forward with your coaching?
Definitely at a higher level, collegiate level. Hopefully, after a couple years in high school, move to a community college, and then D3, D2 somewhere. D1, because that's a little high reach for me. But my reality is definitely D3, D2.
Okay. All right. So, who inspired you to become a coach?
I don't know about who. I think the purpose behind it.
Okay.
I've known a lot of great coaches in my life, and from every single one of them, I've learned something in life. So to be able to give back what I've learned, definitely my high school coach. Growing up, I didn't have my dad around. So with him being who he was in my life, not only my coach, my math teacher, but also that guy that we could call if we needed something fixed around the house, just definitely stepping in and taking that role, and always making sure that the one thing he told me is never become somebody your mother wouldn't approve of. And that has definitely stuck with me, because if your mom doesn't approve of you, you're not on the right path. So definitely, I would say Coach Jones.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a great one. I like that. Okay.
It's deep, man. I like that.
Damn. I see she ain't boy.
Too deep for King, though.
I'd be ready to run through a brick wall or something, boy. If she get them
All right, Coach. What we all watch men's and women's basketball, collegiate, pro. We see a lot of women's teams with men coaches.
Yeah.
Why don't we see men's teams with women head coaches?
I think for myself, it's the lack of respect given first and foremost. That's a hard question, because the kids, young men, I believe, are not being taught that women are just as equal as men. So to put a woman in that position, I think it would be very challenging for the woman to. I think there would be a lot of time spent on, hey, listen to me. I'm the one who's in the authoritative position. So I just think there's that lack of communication, or that lack of that we can do it as well. I guess I don't know how to. I want to be really careful
Absolutely.
with what I say. But even I can.
We're not careful
I can put it in relationship to even being a women's coach, and you're coaching against men, and then you have men refs. It's very hard to project your voice in that situation to get them to listen to what it is that you're saying. Just being in that position myself, I've experienced that, and it's very hard to earn that respect without being kind of a jerk. You know what I mean? To whereas, hey, I'm standing here, you need to give me the same call as you were giving the coach across from me. It's the same situation. Right. So I've experienced that myself. So I think women may shy away from being a women's coach of a men's team just for that sense.
Do you also think that a coach like Gino in Connecticut can transition to coach men's basketball?
Yeah, because she's built a name for herself. I think the legacy there, she's earned that respect. So having what she has there, that would definitely transition just because of what she's done for the women's program. But somebody's just a woman coming off the street, I don't feel like it would be as successful.
Right.
Okay. Well, I mean, before Doc goes on, I understand what you mean by that respect thing, but a quick way to learn, that's the way I learned. Walked up on Cheryl Miller and I said, "Oh, I can beat you."
Yeah.
She commenced to kicking my ass.
Well, you're not that good anyway, so.
God dang.
So disrespectful. But sometimes, but sometimes to get that respect, you might have to just say, you know what? Who's the best one on the team? Right. Get your ass on the court. We're going to play 21. And if I beat your ass, everyone's going to fall in line.
True.
You know, so I don't know if that still works now, but that lesson I still learned and I've never forgot. So
and
I don't know.
Being a player, you know, I've had to put myself in that position, like, you know, just getting the credibility, just playing 5-on-5. You have to prove yourself no matter what. So, yeah, I'm out here. I'm the only woman out here, but I am going to give you a couple buckets, and then you are going to have to put your hand in my face. You know, it's the same concept. So,
yeah. I don't think it's going to be long before we do see. I think Becky Ham's going to be an NBA coach. Pop is getting her ready. And the players seem to respond well to her too over there in San Antonio. So I think the barrier hopefully is going to get broken soon.
Well, the barrier's been broken through the NFL a lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I honestly believe the NBA is definitely a place for a women's coach, but you have to look at it perspective of look who's mentoring her. It's Pop.
Yeah.
So that's where that level of respect is coming into play. Like if Pop is investing the time, then she's obviously worth the position.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So what is your favorite memory in coaching your girls basketball teams? Is there any moment that stands out head and shoulders above the rest?
Yeah, when we beat Flagstaff a couple weeks ago, Flagstaff was undefeated in their region, and my girls came in. And Flagstaff has this little Liberty Victory Bell, right, sitting behind the score table. And I told the girls, I said, look at that. They're ready to ring that bell. So you need to make sure that they don't. So we came out, we beat them. I actually got a technical because the foul count was like 8-2. I said, sir, you know, I looked at the ref. I said, hey, you know, the foul counts. I said, they're not playing that great a defense. You're right, ma'am. And then I was like, it must be nice to play at home. And he goes, doop. And I was like, okay, I guess I'll sit down now, right? And this was like 2 minutes into the second quarter. So I was already sitting on the bench, you know. And so for the girls to still overcome, we beat them by 4 in overtime. And the fact that they didn't, because my team was very young. So beating those seniors, the feeling of like accomplishment. And the fact that they didn't get to ring their bell, I think that was one of my best moments on the road. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's exciting.
I hate that bell out there. I know what you're talking about. Oh my God.
Is that bell boo boo?
Yeah.
That bell is boo boo. That bell is boo boo.
But that was my only tech that I did get. But, you know, and that's what I'm talking about. Like, I had to say something about the foul count. But then the second half, the foul count was leveled out. So
8-2 was kind of lopsided.
Man,
yeah,
I'm telling you,
8-2 was lopsided. Very
I
lopsided.
tell you, I tell you what, King says boo boo again. I'm gonna give him a tag.
I didn't get no text this year. I got a couple of warnings. I mean, those are you have to have a warning just to let your presence be known. For the most
Like I'm
part,
standing here. Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm
right?
here.
Like
Yeah.
we deserve some calls as well. Yes, we deserve some calls. 8-2 is kind of uneven.
Man,
Period.
it was rough, but I just was like, "Hey, guy, what's going on? They're not playing that great a defense."
Does your whistle work?
Right. Right. And we
That's
had three
how I
refs.
got my warning. Did your whistle
Right.
work on the court?
We had 3 refs, and the foul count was just locked. I was just
Nah.
like, "Come on, man.
Wow.
I know we out of town, but come on, man. Be fair." So
So, coach, was it hard going from a player to a coach to being coach?
yeah, I think that's my most challenging portion, because for me, I'm a workhorse, and I may not understand the game to a high level as of yet. So being able to play the game at the level of competition and the work ethic and the discipline and being in the right spot, that's easy. But when you're having to direct it to 14, 15-year-old girls whose minds are wherever they are that day, and getting them to listen, that is the hardest part, because in your head, you're like, just go to the spot, just and they're like, "Coach, what are you talking about?" Oh,
What?
my God. What did we just talk about for 10 minutes? Like, come on. So I think that's my challenge right now, coming from a player position into an actual coaching position, giving the directive and getting them to see it from another point of view besides their own is the hardest part, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Do you play your players like in practice and stuff, or are you just on the sidelines coaching?
Oh no, I play. Let's play.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they're soft. Like they don't get pushed around. I played outside growing up, like with guys, my uncles, all of that. So
Yeah.
I always tell them, if you can box me out, you're gonna do all right, because the physicality in the girls basketball, it's not a lot. So when they get to that college level, and especially in Arizona, I've noticed. So when you get to college, and you're playing girls from Texas and Alabama and those Midwest schools, it's a whole nother physicality. So these girls, they need to learn to kind of stand a little bit stronger, I think.
Toughen up.
Yeah.
Not be so boo-boo, right?
Soft. They're so soft sometimes. I'm like, man up. Like, that's so bad, right? Tell a bunch of young ladies, man up. But that's kind of what you want to say sometimes, because they're tough, but any little bump just throws them completely off. So
Right. Are we on topic now?
Yeah, but you're working on the first 4G ejection with that boo boo talk over there.
This will be my next T-shirt I wear. You guys are boo-boo. All right, Coach. We ask this question all the time to coaches, hoopers, whoever's on the show. Better player and why? Kobe or LeBron?
Why would you ask me that? That's just terrible. I'm not a fan of either one, to be honest.
Okay, it was nice knowing you. Thank you for coming
and
on.
this is why this
episode of 4G Sports is brought to you by.
Yeah, this conversation is so hard because I come from like Steve Nash and Charles Barkley and like Sean Kemp and these players that I just feel like Kobe, yes, he's amazing athletic. LeBron, yes, he's amazing athletic. And they both bring a lot to the game, but I'm not a big fan of either one of them. I don't have an answer for that. So
let me switch it up then. I'll switch it up. Give us your Mount Rushmore of female basketball players.
Oh man, Sue Bird, definitely.
There's one.
She gonna sit right in the middle of that. Diana Taurasi, just because her compassion for the game is undeniable. That'll never be matched. And then Lisa, my girl, she first dunk. So I think that's who my 3 would be.
Okay.
Got one more. Got that one more.
Oh. Does it have to be NBA or WNBA?
No.
I'm gonna take that point guard from Iowa. What's her name? I don't remember her name, but she's in the tournament right now, and I forget her name. Not Paige Becker, but the other one.
The Paige girl can hoop though.
Oh,
she's all that.
She's up there too. Yeah, so definitely that would be it.
Can I add one more question?
Yeah.
So, if you and I were to go out there and shoot 20 free throws, who gonna win?
I am.
And how many would you make? 6?
Well, that leaves you making like 3 or
5?
4.
Maybe
So
3.
you're good for 3. You're good for a solid 3.
I'm a solid 3. Solid.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll make 6. If you
Okay, we'll take 6.
Either way, I'm winning. So we can hit. I'll hit 18. You're still hitting 3, but your shoes are gonna look good. So that's it. We know women are better fundamental basketball shooters. We know that.
I've never even seen her shoot, and I'll take that bet.
Thank you. Thanks, Doc.
Take that bet then.
Because I've seen you shoot, and you're clanging everything.
I got 5 on Coach.
Thank you.
Dang, look at that. Your 4G Sports just turned on you that quick.
So disrespectful.
we could play free throw games all day long. You got 10 seconds at the free throw line. Free shot.
That's it.
I'm gonna be quite nice today, and I think she knows what the truth is.
Hey,
I'm gonna make a guaranteed 8.
you're guaranteeing 8
out of 10. Out of 20, 16. Easy.
Okay. All right. So
That's
then
light.
I guess that's gonna bump me up 9 to what?
Mm-mm.
No?
Mm-mm. No.
Oh, come on now. Come on now.
We need to make this happen.
Live.
This is always have to be a competition. This is this is what I was afraid of. You, sir, competition all the time, no matter what.
Yeah, you.
Yes.
Me? No. But I am proud of you, and that's when you got that coaching job that you wanted, and I was so happy for when you got that position. I knew you were going to go out there and do great and wonderful things. That program needs someone like you, Coach.
Thank you.
Keep doing what you're doing with those girls over there. And if you get an opportunity to come over there to Peoria and talk to my boys, that would be absolutely wonderful. They can see a female aspect of the game as well. I think that would be ideal. I'll do the same for you as well.
Thank you.
Like I said, we're in 2 different programs, but we're ultimately going for the same ultimate goal for the most part. So, and thank you for coming on the show today. It's always
You're welcome.
A pleasure talking. So you'll be
Thank
back.
you for having me.
Anytime.
Well, as usual, this episode is brought to you by My Cozy Creations, Miss Daphne Cozy. I think OG's got a shirt on right now, you know. And the next episode will be episode 50 with my man Riley Demps. Man, I cannot wait for y'all to see that episode too. I got a special place in my heart for Riley, man. So I can't wait to show that episode. LG, to you.
All right. Well, you can check us out 24 hours. We have 24-hour access. Go to 4G Sports, sports with the Z, the last S.com. And you also find us on all major platforms. On the website, you find bios on us, merchandise, past episodes. So you need to go on by and check it out. All right? Doc.
All right, we signing off. First off, I want to thank Coach Dawn for being on the show. I think it's always important to get that woman, especially coaching woman aspect and viewpoint on everything we do. Even though I don't agree with your opinion on the LeBron, Kobe.
They're both amazing, okay? They're both legacy. They both can score. They're both history makers. Like,
No, you good, Coach. You good. And shout out to the rest of our 4G supporters, man. We appreciate you all. Let's keep it rocking. We keep it moving. We're, like we said, we're about a year into this thing, and we have no signs of slowing up. Coach Don, what do you got? Shout outs, sign offs.
I just appreciate the opportunity. It's definitely been a pleasure. A lot more exposure than I expected to taking on that head position. So it's a great experience for me. I'm just ready to continue to learn and grow and affect the community as much as I possibly can.
That's what's up.
All right. King.
Oh, it was my turn.
Yeah, it's your turn.
I want to give a shout out to all the athletes out there that were affected by COVID-19. We almost didn't even have a season this past season. And I know it's track season that's going on right now. They have pretty much strict rules. Everyone stay healthy. Still wear your mask. You know, they're saying not to wear the damn mask anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, just to all the athletes that are out there having to go through what we've been going through as a nation, just stay healthy and stay humble.
Yes, sir. Well, I first want to give a shout out to Coach Dawn for coming on and appreciate you so much. And also, I'm extending the invitation during the season. We would like for you to come back and give us updates on the squad and any other major announcements. When you start doing your jumps up, let us know and we'll love to put it on. Okay.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. And also to my 4G family, of course. Everyone else, be safe. Thank you for watching. Like we always say, 4Gs. I failed. We out.